हे एवरीवन, माय नेम इज़ आकाश इंगोले एंड आई वेलकम यू ऑल टू माय चैनल। और इस वीडियो में मैं अपना इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करूंगा दैट वाज विथ बायजूस एग्जाम प्रेप विच वाज फॉर्मली नोन एज ग्रेड अप। So without wasting any time, let's proceed. So I got a call from the recruiter, and after that my interviews were held. So if I talk about total number of rounds, so there were totally 3 rounds, and let's begin with round number 1. So round number 1 was totally based on HTML and CSS only. So if I talk about my question number 1, then it was what is the difference between div and span. So so how I answered it, like the div is block level element, the separator is a new line, and span is inline element, and try to give more examples also. Like block level element, more example will be h1 tag, p tag, okay, and in case of inline, the examples will be img tag and anchor tag. Okay, now the second question that was asked was have you worked with different kinds of positions in CSS. Okay, so how I answered was I list down all the positions. Like by default the position is static, and we have position relative, absolute, sticky and fixed. Okay, then try to explain them as well. Okay, now on the basis of the similar answer, another question was framed. That was, he asked me what is the difference between position sticky and fixed. Okay, so how you will answer this question, like you will say like position fixed, we use position fixed when we want, like in give some example. तो मैंने क्या example दिया था कि I use position sticky for header, okay, for using header in my page, because I wanted that header to be fixed to the viewport and my rest of the content should be scrollable. Okay, so in case of sticky, what you will say that it is a combination of position relative and position fixed, and it takes the offset value basically, and when that offset value is reached, it starts behaving as fixed, but before that it behaves like position relative. Okay, now let's take another question that was asked. The third question that was asked to me was, what do you understand by box sizing? Okay, so how I answered this question was, I told them that it has like the values that I was knowing at that time was content box and border box. Okay, so after that, one tip for you all, that try to be prepared practically, not only theoretically. Okay, because the question that I was given was on a scenario based. Okay, like what if we have a box with a width of, like, let's suppose 50 pixel. Okay, and what if there is a padding of 20 pixel and a border of 2 pixel, then what will be the width in case of box sizing border box, and what will be the width in case of box sizing content box. Okay, so be prepared for these types of questions. So the next question was, what do you understand by doc type? Okay, so you can simply Google it, and you'll get is that it tells you the version of the HTML that you are using. It tells basically to the browser. Okay, another question that was asked was like, what do you understand by semantic tags? Okay, so if I talk about semantic tags, basically the tags that have some meanings, specific meanings, like header tag, footer tag, okay, a main tag, article tag, all such kinds of tags. Okay, now the question based on specificity was also asked, so be prepared on these topics. One interesting question that was asked to me was, what is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to, and which one is faster? Okay, so how you will explain this question? So if I talk about double equal to, so double equal to में क्या होता है, खाली value check होता है ना, and in case of triple equal to, both value and type are checked. So how we will answer which one is faster? So triple equal to is faster, because in case of double equal to, it's a loose equality and type conversion is there basically, so it takes time. And in case of triple equal to, it's a strict equality, and if the type doesn't match, it simply returns true or false, so it's faster basically. So it behaves as a shortcut operator, like and or, so you can answer in this way. Okay friends, so these were the questions that were asked in round number 1. So friends, let's begin with round number 2. In this round, the first question that was asked to me was, what is the difference between DOM content loaded and on load? तो आप इसको simply answer कर सकते हो, like on load gets fired once all the resources are downloaded, like images हो गई, ads हो गई, CSS हो गया. After that, DOM on load is fired, and it basically waits for all these resources also, but DOM content loaded fires before all these resources, it doesn't wait for them. So आप अपना आंसर अपने हिसाब से प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो या फ्रेम कर सकते हो. ठीक है, Okay, so next question was asked to me on GraphQL because I have also written GraphQL in my resume. ठीक है, तो जो question था it was what is the Apollo fetching policies. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Okay, so if I talk about Apollo fetching policies, I will simply drop this link in description box. So fetch policies basically tells us कि जो हमारी query है उसे data कहाँ से मिलेगा, कैशे से मिलेगा कि API से, मतलब directly network से मिलेगा. So it has different like cache first हो गया, no cache, cache and network. So you can have a look at this. I will drop this link below. And another question was, what do you understand by get bounding client rect? Okay, it's quite confusing, I know. So it simply returns as a DOM rectangle object and it provides us the information about that element. Okay, like this element, it provides us all this information like position from top, left, width, height, okay, all these positions. And the scenario based questions can also be asked on basis of this property because it is very much helpful. Okay, so I will also drop this link below. Okay, so the next question that was asked to me was, so friends, this was the question that was asked to me for coding. Okay, so I had to code this question in which you can understand this A, B, C as 3 tabs basically, A and B and C. और अगर हम क्लिक करेंगे like A पे क्लिक करता हूँ, so it will be written as clicked on A, B पे करेंगे तो B, C पे करेंगे तो C. ठीक है, एंड ये हमारा एक टेक्स्ट बॉक्स है या इनपुट बॉक्स यू कैन से, इन विच द मैसेज शुड परसिस्ट एट टैब लेवल. अगर मैंने ए पे क्लिक किया तो जो भी मैं यहाँ पे लिखूंगा ना, वो बी पे क्लिक होने पे बी का मैसेज शो करेगा. लाइक बी पे क्लिक किया, मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है हाय, ए पे क्लिक किया, मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है हेलो. सो जब मैं बी पे क्लिक करूँगा तो वो जो ए का मैसेज है ना, वो भी परसिस्ट होना चाहिए कि अगर मैं ए पे वापस जाता हूँ तो मुझे वो दिखना चाहिए वहाँ पे लिखा हुआ. ठीक है, सिमिलरली विद द सी ऑल्सो. तो जब ये क्वेश्चन मिला, सो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज यू कैन प्रिपेयर योर मेंटल मॉडल लाइक हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू प्रोसीड विद द आंसर. ठीक है, सो द आंसर इज इन द क्वेश्चन ओनली. लाइक यू नीड 3 टैब्स. तो हम क्या करेंगे, सिंपली एक स्टेट क्रिएट कर सकते हैं रिएक्ट में विथ 3 बेसिकली विद एन एरे ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट. ठीक है, एरे ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट जिसके अंदर हमारे पास 3 ऑब्जेक्ट होंगे विथ 3 डेटाज. ए में ए का डेटा होगा, बी में बी का, सी में सी का डेटा होगा. ठीक है, ए में ए का डेटा होगा लाइक ए का टेक्स्ट हो गया, ए का मैसेज हो गया. ठीक है, उसके बाद हम एक और स्टेट बनाएंगे विच विल हैव एक्टिव टैब, कि अभी एक्टिव टैब कौन सा है. ठीक है, तो हम उसका इंडेक्स स्टोर कर लेंगे और उसके इंडेक्स के बेसिस पे हम वैल्यू निकाल लेंगे. तो गाइज मैं अभी कोड तो नहीं करूँगा बिकॉज वीडियो काफ़ी लेंथी हो जाएगी. तो जो मैंने कोड कर रखा है मैं आपको वो दिखा देता हूँ एंड आई विल ऑल्सो शेयर द गिटहब लिंक. ओके, सो लेट्स सी. Okay, so this is basically the code. Okay, so what I have done, you can ask the interviewer कि अगर if he or she is okay with inline CSS, so you can use inline CSS over there. Okay, so what you can do, you can simply prepare first what you can do, you can simply write down the HTML and CSS. You can simply मतलब मोटा मोटी आप एक अपना स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट कर सकते हो HTML CSS का, बिकॉज इन मोस्ट केसेस जो इंटरव्यूअर होता है उसे फंक्शनैलिटी मैटर करती है. ठीक है, तो what I have done is simply I have created 3 buttons. ठीक है, फिर then it has their handle click handlers. ठीक है, जिसमें उनका टैब इंडेक्स पास कर दिया 0, 1 and 2. ठीक है, उसके बाद I have simply this h4 tag जिसमें लिखा आएगा you have clicked A, B और C. ठीक है, and after that I have this input box with the styling. ठीक है, then the main concern is with the state. This is how I created my state, an array of object जिसमें कि पहले मेरे पास है A, B and C tab. ठीक है, then we have this state active tab and set active tab. After that, when you will click on the tab, what you have to do, you simply need to give this set active tab. You have to give like set your active tab and the tab index. ठीक है, what will happen, like suppose you have clicked on B and your active tab index is 1, so it will fetch it from over here like state. okay, state में हमारा क्या है अभी, array of object है. ठीक है, तो एरे और 1th इंडेक्स पे एंड उसका नाम. ठीक है, तो इट विल फेच दिस बी. ओके, सिमिलरली इनपुट बॉक्स में भी यही होगा. व्हेन यू विल इट इज़ द हैंडलर फॉर ऑन चेंज. ओके, व्हाट यू विल डू, यू विल सिंपली जो भी आपका पर्टिकुलर इंडेक्स होगा उस इंडेक्स पे जो मैसेज की होगी वो आप अपडेट कर दोगे. ठीक है, सिंपल, एंड इट विल परसिस्ट ऑल्सो. सो दिस इज द कोड. You can have a look at the entire code. I will just simply drop down GitHub link, my GitHub link basically for this code. Okay, so अब इसको मैंने चलाया भी है, तो देख लेते हैं एक बार how it is working. So this is how it looks. Okay, like A पे क्लिक किया है तो इनिशियली A आया है यहाँ पे, B पे क्लिक किया है तो B आया है, C पे क्लिक किया है तो C आया है. ठीक है, like okay, so यहाँ पे if I type hi A, okay, and then if I go to B and if I do like hello B, and over here if I go to like hello C, okay, it will be persisted. Like if I go to A, we have hi A, hello B, hello C. Okay, so this was the question that was asked to me by the interviewer. So I hope you liked all these questions of round number 2. Now let's begin with round number 3. Okay, so the question that was asked to me in round number 3 was what is the difference between server side rendering and client side rendering. ठीक है, तो आप सिंपली बता सकते हो कि the difference is basically on the basis of where the page is rendered. Like on server side rendering, the page is rendered on server. Server से हमारे पास as a HTML वो पेज आता है on client, and then again it is hydrated on the client side. ठीक है, and client side rendering में वो जो पेज होता है वो पूरा का पूरा client side पे ही render होता है. ठीक है, you can also like tell the difference, like basic difference, like server side rendering helps in SEO. Okay, SEO उसमें हमें ज़्यादा अच्छा मिलता है. थर्ड पॉइंट कैन बी कि जो टाइम टू इंटरेक्शन होता है, टाइम टू इंटरेक्ट वो कम हो जाता है, बिकॉज हमारे पास ऑलरेडी यूज़र के पास ऑलरेडी एक पेज होता है इंटरेक्ट करने के लिए. ठीक है, अनदर क्वेश्चन दैट वाज आस्क्ड टू मी वाज व्हाट डू अंडरस्टैंड बाय पेज ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. ठीक है, तो उस पर भी आप डिफरेंट आंसर दे सकते हो. लाइक दे विल आस्क यू हाउ डू यू अचीव पेज स्पीड ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. सो यू कैन आंसर इट इन डिफरेंट वे, लाइक विद द हेल्प ऑफ लाइट हाउस, विद द हेल्प ऑफ पेज स्पीड, जो कि मैंने यहाँ पे खोल रखा है ये URL. ओके, सो व्हाट यू कैन आंसर इट इन डिफरेंट वे, लाइक here we are like watching the page speed of Gmail. ठीक है, so it provides us several metrics like first contentful paint, first input delay, cumulative shift, largest content paint. ठीक है, and it also provides us other metrics also on the basis of which we can improve our page speed. ठीक है, देख लेते हैं. यहाँ पे 98 दिखा रही है परफॉर्मेंस और यहाँ पर 90, which is pretty good. Okay, so they can also ask you what do you understand by FCP, LCP, all these parameters. Okay, so I will simply drop this link in description box, and you can understand what all these points actually mean. Okay, so and you can also answer like you use tiny PNG for optimizing your image, lazy loading concept, and like use callback and use memo. You can also tell them from React point of view. Okay, now the another question was what happens when you type a URL in the browser and press enter. Okay, so this is the block, and I will suggest you to give this a read, and you will understand how the entire mechanism works, like when you press the enter, like what happens behind the scene. All that information is given in this blog, like what happens basically, like the call goes to the server sends the HTML and the page is rendered. So basically that entire thing is just given in this blog in more depth. Okay, so do give this a read. Okay, another question was what do you understand by ad blocker. So how ad blocker works. So what you can say that ad blocker is simply a plugin. We can say it's a plugin or a software that blocks the request that downloads the content in our browser, content as in the ad. Okay, so it basically blocks those requests that will download the content. Okay, and you can also create your own ad blocker plugin, and there are several videos on YouTube. You can watch those videos also. So these were the questions that I remember that were asked to me in all these rounds. So what you can do, you can just give this a quick read, and I hope you liked all the questions. And if you like my video, so please subscribe to my channel and do give it a thumbs up. Thank you.